evening, and welcome to the first part of this evening's Yale Medal celebration. My name is Cheyenne Huang, Yale College Class of 91, Vice Chair of the Yale Alumni Association Board of Governors. As Chair of the Yale Medal last year, I had the distinct privilege to make the phone call to each of our medalists to notify you of your distinguished award in May. Each of you, despite how accomplished you are in your professional lives and in all that you have done for Yale, struck me in our conversations with a unifying virtue, your humility, a virtue that is so distinctly Yale. Tonight, however, we are putting you on the spotlight and celebrating the five of you: Bruce Alexander, Rahul Prasad, Judy Schiff, Kurt Schmoke, and Alice Young. On behalf of the YA Board of Governors, I also wish to thank those who nominated you, which gave us the opportunity to choose you for the Yale Medal this year. At this point, I would like to invite the medalists to have the content of the box labeled for reception handy. And to the medalist family, friends, and distinguished guests, please have your beverage of choice ready for a toast in a few minutes. Now, I have the honor of introducing President Peter Salovey, the 23rd president of Yale University and the Chris Argyris Professor of Psychology, but most importantly, my Psych 101 professor in the spring of 1987 for his special remarks. President Salovey, over to you.
Well, thank you, Cheyenne, and good evening, everyone. And I'm delighted to hear you are not just in my introductory psychology class. You were in it the very first time I taught it as a independent professor. I was a new assistant professor at Yale, 86, 87. That was my first year, and was teaching it on my own for the very first time. So I'm glad I didn't do too much harm. So once again, good evening, everyone. We're here to celebrate this year's recipients of the Yale Medal. And this year, unlike any other year, we're doing it with some special creativity and ingenuity. And we'll be able to honor our medalists in a very special way. So this year's recipients of the Yale Medal are true champions of the university. Kurt, Alice, Bruce, Rahul, Judy. They've given so much of themselves to Yale, to its students, faculty, staff, and alumni. So each medalist has made extraordinary and long-lasting contributions to this university. Beyond Yale, they've led with distinction in their professions. They've looked for ways to give back to the communities where they live and they work as well. The 2020 Yale medalists exemplify Yale's commitment to leadership and to service. And now what I'd like to do is invite each of our medalists to open the box that they were sent. And we hope you enjoy the unique gift inside. It's a framed lithograph print by the artist Richard Rummel. And it's a bird's eye view of the Yale campus from 1906. And if you can see Rahul's background, it's already hanging on his wall. These special lithographs were obtained actually with the gracious help of David Swenson, and David is attending with us this evening. So now it's my pleasure to introduce the chair of the Yale Alumni Association Board of Governors, Jerry Henry. Jerry is a 1980 graduate of the Divinity School. He's one of our most dedicated volunteers. And Jerry, I suspect you'd like to say a few words.
Yes, thank you very much, President Salovey. And let me add my warm welcome to each of you for this very special occasion tonight. And to launch this more informal part of the evening, I'd like us to propose a celebratory toast to the 2020 Yale Medal honorees. So if you would get your glasses handy. To Bruce, Rahul, Judith, Kurt, and Alice, Through this celebration tonight, we recognize the transformational nature of your years of service to Yale. Your commitment to and your passion for Yale inspires us all. And so, as you have honored our beloved Yale through your selfless service and your spirit of generosity, we raise our glasses to honor you. Cheers.
Here.
Thank you. And now we're going to move for about the next 10 or 15 minutes into smaller rooms where we can enjoy informal conversation with our friends, the medalists, their family and friends, nominators, and other special guests. So enjoy your time in the small breakout rooms.
I guess since I mentored you, huh, Nance?
Yes, and my mother is also in some orbit on this call. There she is. There she is.
Okay, I see her. And so Tina's iPad is Nancy's mother, who has actually known my family for a very long time. And then Nancy, my sister, another Yalie, and her husband, Paul, I see in the corner there. My brother, Peter Young, and his wife, and my friend before they were married, Merritt Jano, and Mary Heen, my classmate who put up with me for 2 years and roommate, and my son, Steve, who is in Los Angeles. And let's see, what else have I, yikes. Okay, who am I missing here? Okay, Taplin. Oh my God. Tap, class of 70, longtime friend. He never introduced Tom and I, but it turns out I was really good friends with Tap and Tom was too. So great to see you. Cinder Boxrud, longtime friend, doctor who's taken a little time out from her busy day today to be with us from California. And
Congratulations,
Wendy.
Alice.
I saw Wendy, but I'm missing her. Okay, there's Wendy. Alice. Long time friend. And sort of mentee, right, way back when. So I think,
Hi,
Trish.
Hi, how are you? I
Trish
made it.
Takimoto, who was in cahoots with Ken to nominate me. Thank you, Trish.
It all comes out now.
Did I catch everybody? Raise your hand if I'm missing someone.
That was truly impressive.
Well,
you had no cognitive challenges.
Yeah, well, I wish that we, obviously this could not have been done in person, but you couldn't have all flown in for this anyway. So this is just as good. And then I just see now, dear friends, Sheila and Howard Bell.
Hello.
Sheila was my classmate at Harvard Law School. We were known as Mutt and Jeff because I was a little shorter and she was a little taller. Hung out together with her gorgeous husband, Howard, and we have known each other from way back when. So I feel very, very lucky to have all of you in different parts of my life. Thank you for taking the time out to join me. And then, anybody else just jump in. We have a couple of minutes and then at 7 o'clock they lock us out. And then don't forget, at 7 o'clock they shut us down, and then 7:15 is the actual award ceremony. This was limited to just close family and friends. So thank you all for joining. The floor is yours.
We're so proud of you. And it's great to see Tom too, both of you.
Alice, I just like to say that I hope my wife doesn't take this the wrong way, but I'd like to get together with all of you because I'm spending way too much time with her. This is a great opportunity to say hi. So I'm going to back off now and let her have the floor.
And since everyone knows Tom, I'm not even going to bother introducing him.
Yeah, Tom, if if I could just interject. So, you know, the whole Young family, Peter, Nancy, and Alice, just an exemplary family, and you've all given back so much to Yale. So thank all of you in your own way. And Alice, I think the one thing we all have in common, everyone on this screen, is the love and respect we have for you. So tonight is your night. It's very special. Congratulations.
Thanks so much, Kim.
Allie. And Alice, it's Cynthia. I'm Dr. Cynthia Boxford here. I'm running, it's 4:00 in Los Angeles, and I've got to run back into the operating room a little bit to finish up, and then I will see you probably in about 10 minutes.
You left somebody on the table, huh?
Oh, yeah. No.
Bye, Cinder. We love you.
We love your priority, Cinder.
Oh.
Alice, you should know that tonight's a very, very proud night for all of us Davenporters. To see you and Kurt both get the Yale Medal on the same night is truly, truly impressive.
Yes. Hi, Tab.
Tab, do you see that? You know, backwards mirror, Davenport.
I'm just going to make one comment as Alice's brother. All of you, except Nancy, only experienced Alice from the time she was at Yale and beyond. If you thought she was amazing then, just imagine growing up with her for 18 years. It was quite an experience. She was like nuclear powered.
I agree.
Good to see you.
Any stories, Peter?
We don't have enough time.
Very diplomatically done.
I have to say something as a mentee, Alice, and I know time's of the essence, but you know, I worked at the Council on Foreign Relations, my first job, and we had these study groups, and you know, we had probably 28 men and 2 women in those groups. Merritt's one of them, and Alice was the other. And Alice would walk in just so fabulous, and the other research associate and I would be like, who is that fabulous woman? And, you know, not only was her poise and elegance, but she just brought all this intellect and curiosity and conversation to the table. And we were just like, that's Alice. Have just been formed by your intelligence and everything about you, your wit, your wonderfulness. And I was just talking to Anna today, just reminiscing about those days, and she sends her best regards as well. And we just want to say thank you for everything that you've, you know, been able to pave the path for so many of us. So thank you.
And speaking of which, Nancy went from Council on Foreign Relations to head of.
Not about me, Alice,
China.
about you. It's about you, Alice. We've got
And
8 minutes.
President of the Museum of Chinese in America, and has done the most fabulous job. So I like to think that whatever little footsteps I had, you know, giant footsteps followed me.
Well, this is Louise from Honolulu. Aloha, everybody. And I credit Alice for convincing me that Yale was the right place to go, because she came to Hawaii during Christmas break to recruit and really sold Yale to me after I had visited and I wasn't very impressed. And I'm so glad I went, and she remained a friend and a mentor. And this is saying a lot for a time when fashion wasn't very, you know, very big, but Alice has always been a fashion icon. Cool, right? And Peter and I were classmates at Punahou. So, and then I've gotten to know Nancy. Happy birthday, Nancy, belatedly. So I feel really honored to be included. So thank you very much and congratulations.
Well, my reason for graduating from black suits was that I would go to all these receptions and cocktail parties trying to get business, and because I was wearing sort of an austere black suit, they were all men in the room. They would hand me their drinks to refill. And I decided that looking like a waitress in a black outfit was probably a bad idea. So then I started wearing colorful things, discreet but colorful, figuring at least they won't mistake me for the help.
I will tell one short story about Alice. and it's related to Louise saying that we both, went from home and went to Yale together. So I had one big grudge about Alice that then she repaired, and that is, of course, if you're in Hawaii and your father is a professor, you don't do any school tours. And I was trying to decide between MIT and Yale, and Alice was at Yale, and she said, "You've got to go to Yale. It's great. It's co-ed now, and so forth, and whatever." So I said, "Oh, great. Social life is good." She said, "Oh, yeah, it's great." So I arrived at Yale, and after about 4 weeks, I figured out that with 100 women and 1,100 guys, it really wasn't very good. So I called up Alice in Davenport. I said, "Alice, you said that the social life is great." She said, "Yeah, my social life is great." However, I eventually forgave her because she introduced me to Merritt, and so all was forgiven.
That's great.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, Piper, thank you. This is my darling granddaughter who is just adorable. And I am her, for those of you from Hawaii will know, I am her tutu.
Yeah, mine and Uncle Jeffrey are mine too.
Yes, I and Uncle Jeffrey are on the call, and they are yours too. That is right.
Well,
we are also proud of you, Mom, and thank you for trailblazing not only for your generation and mine,
and you
but
got
these
the
two little
medal.
girls too. Yeah.
Alice definitely trailblazed, but sadly, she graduated the year I entered, so we never overlapped at Yale. But Alice definitely was the reason that I think both Peter and I went to Yale. Peter and I overlapped, so that was nice. And Louise. So, but Alice, I've always admired you. You've been a terrific big sister, and as we've gotten older, the 5-year age gap when we were young was just formidable, but now it's nothing. So it's a great thing. And anyway, congratulations, Alice, really.
Thank you.
Alice, I want to add my congratulations and also to say that I was incredibly fortunate to have you as my roommate the first year at Yale and also the second year that we spent there. You made all the difference for the experience that I had, and we've remained friends over the years. So I'm really grateful for everything that you've meant to me over the years. So everyone's mentioned all of your, qualities of intelligence and style and fashion, which were all there, of course, from the time that I met you as a junior. But I also wanted to mention Alice's heart, which is just so big and warm and embracing of so many different parts of the world and so many different people. So thank you, Alice, for all of those years of friendship.
Well, we've been really lucky to have been roommates. I mean, who would have figured a girl from Hawaii and a girl from Sioux Falls, South Dakota? I mean, that's Yale. They really threw everybody together, and it was talk about diversity and the wonderful friendships that are formed. Definitely. And Oli too, who's someplace in the background, I assume.
I think in the kitchen at the moment.
I just wanted to add one thing. Cinder and I have been close friends with Tom and Alice, don't have a Yale connection, but they came to our son's wedding in New Orleans this year. And I had a chance to spend a long time with Tom and Alice and hear about her parents and their trials and tribulations throughout both Japan and China. And it was very moving to see that not only you are a leader and spearheading some wonderful things, but how your parents did, and I think that you had role models for yourself that you've carried on.
Alice.
Thank you, Scott.
Too, that you were we're short on time, so I'll say that you were an exceptionally wonderful friend at Harvard Law School, and you were brilliant too. So, and thank you for being part of our family. Our children said to say hi to Aunt Alice and Uncle Tom.
Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you at 7:15, those of you who can make it to the second round of this, which is the actual ceremony.
Okay.
I love you all, and thanks for having taken the time.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
I'm proud of you.
Wow, they really timed this perfect.
Yeah.
22 seconds.
Punctual. We're going down to the last second. I'm going to hang on. We're so proud of you, Alice.
Let's practice.
Did win the medal.
She won
Hey,
the
Jeffrey, Maya.
Hey.
Hi, glad you could make it.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Congrats. See you at 7:15.
Okay.
Yes.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.